Yo, we're back with more 90s cartoon intros. Every 90s cartoon intro from the channel Retro Crunch. Link will go in the description as usual. Also, YouTube is different right now. It doesn't have the tabs on the bottom like or the tabs at the top here. That's weird. YouTube's weird sometimes. Anyway.
Good night, Ned.
Sweet dreams, honey.
Jeez, that kid looks 40. That kid looks like a 40-year-old man.
No! I gotta get out of here! Wow! It's me!
So all sorts of dream adventures, I assume. I'm gonna go ahead and guess the show is called Ned's Nightmares. Never heard of this show, so this is just a guess.
Thank goodness I'm awake.
Oh, Nightmare Ned. Good intro, though. It's a good intro. Honestly, that probably would have been my second guess. But, I mean, the word Ned was going to be in there, and the word nightmare was going to be in there. Anyway, that was a pretty good intro. Noddy's Toyland Adventures.
Noddy, the little man with the red and yellow car.
I don't like this.
Noddy, his
Enid
twinkle
Blyton.
means he's the happiest little
Never read anything Enid Blyton.
Toyland.
Never read anything by Enid Blyton, but she is definitely a big name in kids literature. So, but I'm not liking this theme song. Not liking this intro. Not liking the theme. Everything is weirdly unsettling. Everything about this is just unsettling to me.
Biggies and Tubby and Mr. Plot and all his special friends. It's sixpence an adventure, and he'll take you home again. Noddy, Noddy, Noddy.
Yeah. Everything about that intro was unsettling to me. That was creepy. I can't be alone in thinking that was freaking creepy. Yes.
Canada.
That was kind of bad. Canada, we can do better than that. We have done better than that. We did do better than that back in the day. That said, I'm guessing that was probably meant to highlight Canadian animation, like Canadian indie animation, because Canada used to be really, really good at supporting that sort of thing. Indie animation, comedy, drama, like just Canadian entertainment. Canada used to be really good at funding that sort of thing. The 90s, we were really, really good about it. I don't think as much today, but part of that is just because everything's more expensive. So I'm guessing that was meant as a show that was just highlighting Canadian indie animation. which, you know, hells yes. Definitely support that cause. That's, you know, that's very cool. So the show itself was probably a lot of really weird animated shorts, I would guess. But, you know, probably a few by animators who went on to have successful careers, and probably a few that were big inspirations for other kids who went on to have successful animation careers. So like I'd say like we can do better. We were doing better, but you know, we were doing better because we had that sort of thing. We had that sort of show going on. It's Sturgeon's Law. Says 90% of everything is crap. So a lot of time, in order to get to the good stuff, you gotta go through the crap first. You gotta have all that crap in order to have the gold. So all the stuff that was coming out that was better than what that intro showed, it was because of, you know, and honestly, realistically, the intro probably wasn't even really crap. But, you know, it was because we were taking chances. It was because we were funding a lot of stuff. So
The Populars.
is that what the show's called? The Populars?
They never stay small, and the populace don't like them at all. But that's okay, life is sweet. They cool. They the offbeats.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, not bad. Voiceover trying to do like a little bit of a beatnik kind of vibe. Maybe a little bit of a George Carlin style voice as well. Yeah, it looks like it's probably pretty fun. A lot of annoying noises in there. Like a lot of the bits where the it was fine, but then it just started getting into like annoying sounds. Ugh. Just sort of grated on me. Didn't like that one.
It's funny. Personification. See, that's real boring.
Do whatever you want. Can I go to the bathroom?
There's no point. And that's what animated means. Guess what? It's time for Oh Yeah cartoons.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Ugh. Terrible intro. Especially this bit where it's just kids saying "oh yeah" in different ways. Like, no.
Oh yeah!
Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Let's never do such a.
Oh yeah!
You're watching Oh Yeah cartoons.
That was not where it's at.
Please read us a story, old bear. We'll all gather round. Dear old bear, sit in your favorite chair. We'll sit all around, dear old bear.
Sure. Sure, that was fine. so sinister. He's hunting. Like, that's how they survived. But they had to make him look like, ooh, this guy's hunting a buffalo. This guy killed a buffalo. He's so evil, and he's so dangerous and menacing and evil. Dude. Not keen on how the black guy is drawn. Kind of caricaturish there. Also, the intro kind of gives vibes of sort of romanticizing the early, the early explorers to the U.S. It's worth remembering that Columbus was dragged back to Spain in chains because of the way that he, because of his treatment of the indigenous people. Like, he was horrible by the standards of the time. By the standards of the time, Christopher Columbus was horrible. We enslaved them and killed them and just mistreated them in every conceivable way. Yeah, he was terrible. And even people at the time thought so. So, a lot of those early pilgrims were not really great towards the indigenous people. The conquistadors sure as hell weren't. So I don't know. I don't know.
Like a man who sailed across the sea.
Monday morning, wake up time, get to work and stand in line. What would make her feel real fine? One Saturday morning. Coming up next is Tuesday's grind. The week is young, but I'm out of my mind. What would make her feel real fine? One Saturday morning. Wednesday, Thursday, jammed in the middle. Once again, make the fools a riddle. What's strung real loose, but plays like a fiddle. One Saturday morning.
Not liking the music here, not liking the singing. It's very, it's weird. It's weird. Like industrial country in a weird way.
Friday has an exit sign. To get to Nashville takes some time. What would make her feel real fine? One Saturday morning.
Also kind of just drags on. Yeah, I did not like that intro. Also, like, 90s computer generated artwork, woo! Very dated, does not hold up. I don't know, it's just, it kind of dragged on. Like, the hoedown singing was weird, and then it goes into, like, sort of more, more of a cartoon theme song style of singing, and it's just, I don't know, it's just, The intro itself is actually pretty solid, but what a weird ass premise. I don't know, it's just, I suppose I've probably seen weirder, but I'm having trouble thinking of them. It just feels weird. Like a really weird premise for a show. But okay. Come on, give me something exciting. Give me something that gets me hyped. The Oz Kids. And Who Stole Santa? Okay, fine. I am watching this, week before Christmas. So it is kind of funny that that's the episode title there. Anyway, again, it's kind of an old, kind of an old trope in cartoons, just like, hey, what if we did kid versions of these popular characters? Been going on forever, and it's rare for it to actually be particularly good. Muppet Babies worked. But other than that, it's, it seldom is particularly great. The intro itself was kind of, it was fine. The music was pretty mediocre. Not gonna lie, the music was not, it was not very strong. It didn't really give any specific, Oz vibes. Yeah, I like Wizard of Oz. That movie has a lot of very well-known songs. That is a movie that is kind of famous for its music. So just try to do a song, try to have the intro, try to have the theme music for the cartoon. Bring to mind some of the famous songs from that movie. Would have been the smart way to go. It picked up. It got pretty catchy. Got pretty groove in there. Not gonna lie, they got me in the second half. They got me in the second half of that theme song. First half was fine. It wasn't bad. Yeah, but it was fine. Second half picked up. Good on them.
Who's that girl? What's her name? Is she cool? Is she lame? Oh, you're talking about what's her name? Pepper Ann. Is she lame? Is she cool? Is she breaking every rule? Is she anybody's fool? Pepper Ann, marching in her own parade. Pepper Ann, she's like one in a million. Pepper Ann, much too cool for 7th grade. Catch her if you can, Pepper Ann.
Ooh, is that my girl from gym class?
No, that's me.
Oh. Who is she and why does she have her own song?
Did someone take my lunch?
Pepper Ann, marching in her own parade. Pepper Ann, she's like one in a million. Pepper Ann, much too cool for 7th grade. No one's cooler than Pepper Ann. She's her own biggest fan, Pepper Ann.
Iceberg, get ahead!
If you can, Pepper Ann.
That was a good theme. That was good. That seems like it's probably a really cute show. That show seems like it was probably pretty fun. yeah, for someone who's like in elementary school, or I suppose middle school, which I didn't have. My elementary was like K to 8, and then high school was 9 to 12. So middle school was not a thing for me. But yeah, for people who were in elementary or middle school, that show was probably a lot of fun. And the theme song worked for it. It like that intro worked really well for that show. That was actually like that's kind of intro that grabs you and pulls you in. If you're in if you're in the target audience, it absolutely pulls you in. And it's catchy. So you probably do end up singing along to it after hearing it 3-4 times. You start singing along to it because it's very catchy. So yeah, that one was good. That was probably the best so far today. It's probably the best intro we've seen so far today. Intro's good, and the music, it's very big, bold music. Maybe a little too much so for Peter Pan, which is sort of more about childhood. I probably would for a Peter Pan show. I probably would tone down the music. Because Peter Pan is really about childhood, and that music is big on and bombastic in a way that... Admittedly, I've never read Peter Pan. Really, my main experience with Peter Pan was the movie Hook with Robin Williams. It's a great movie. Loved that movie. But that's really my only real experience with Peter Pan. So maybe I'm wrong, but like I said, the music feels a little bit too bombastic for the character. Probably the right idea, because it does give adventure vibes, but I might have changed out the horns. I might not have gone with horns for that. Maybe more strings instead. But other than that, yeah, I mean it's a good intro.
The year is 2040. The place is Metropia. Here, a new hero prepares for action.
Get them.
The man who cannot die. The ghost who walks. The Phantom.
Classic character. The Phantom is a very classic character. And since it was the 90s, old comic strip. Very old, 1930s, actually, that it started. So it's a very, 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 very old character. Very important one as well. First superhero to wear the skin-tight costume that became, big part of superhero genre. First shown in a mask with no visible pupils, which is also very common. Yeah, he's a big one. And since it was the 90s, the trend was to take old characters and then just slip them into the future. That was a very big trend back in the 90s. We saw it in a previous episode with He-Man. And I think some others as well. And there's another big one that won't be in this episode, but there was another major literary figure that got an adaptation where he was put into the future. We'll get to that one in a later episode. But honestly, the Phantom's a character who works for it. He's a character, like, you can do that with the Phantom. Like, he genuinely... He's a character who relies on his wits anyway. And, like, a big part of it since then has been that the Phantom is sort of a legacy. It's not just one person. Other people take on the mantle of the Phantom. So, yeah, you can absolutely do it. Like, where the Phantom's mantle carries on into the future.
The Phantom's pledge to fight evil and injustice wherever they may be found. In this future world, in this dying city, with the fate of the Earth and all humanity in the balance, the Phantom is there.
2040.
Chad!
This is
Chad's!
very own personal theme song.
On the thread on your head show.
That's right, what a PH!
Now that your noggin's turned to noggin, let's get noggin along.
On the thread on your head show.
That show with a message.
Ugh. Did not like that one, honestly. Did not care for that theme. That intro. It was just felt stupid to me.
Cruising through piggy heaven, they're the porkers we adore. See all the fun they get in Pig's Back Pigs. When they're out splashing, laughing, they know who to watch out for. Those wolves wish they were having Pig's Back Pigs. It's like making mischief, wondering what they're
That
up
poor
to.
bird! That poor bird! Why are you swinging the bird as a bat? No! It's just mean! God, jeez! What, pigs can't use friggin' wood? You had that shed made out of wood. We saw wood being used in other things. You can't make a bat out of wood. You have to swing an intelligent creature? Because this bird is clearly intelligent. I don't know if it's like able to talk or not, but it is clearly an intelligent enough creature to understand when it is in danger. And, to take action to protect itself. You gotta swing an intelligent creature? No. Jerks. I hope the wolves do eat all you pigs.
Lapped up with love to raise it when they do what they do. Pigs go forbidden places, then they wish they'd stayed at home. Now they're lost in outer spaces. Pigs, bad pigs.
I mean, it's fine. Aside from the bird abuse. Anyway, that's a very recognizable, I guess you call it a riff. Very recognizable little piece of music. I did watch a few episodes of this. What's funny about it is, like, Pink Panther was not actually a panther in the movie. Like, it's based solely on the title of the movie. I mean, like, the Pink Panther, I don't remember what the Pink Panther actually was in the movie. But, wasn't an actual panther. A diamond, right. It was a diamond. But gotta give it, if you're gonna do a Pink Panther cartoon, I mean, you gotta get, it's a good name, it's a good alliterative name, so make a cartoon used based on the name, sure. I do like the theme song, though. It's what I've been talking about. You take, the classic theme, and then you sort of put a spin on it. It's not just a straight adaptation of the classic theme. It is sort of, it is remixed a bit to fit the cartoon vibe. That's how you do a theme song based on a property that has at least one very famous piece of music associated with it.
Pink.
And that's kind of cute. That's actually kind of a cute little stinger, or a little bit at the end there. Yeah, it's a good intro, and like a very catchy theme. And it's like, it's a great theme song. It's a very famous piece of music, and then great. The creator of this show mentioned. The creator of this show has said that one is a genius, the other's insane. It doesn't say which is which. like that's what the creator of the show has said. That the theme song does not actually specify which of them is which. And in fact, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. In that sense, the theme song actually kinda implies... The theme song does kind of imply which one is which. Narf! just a satisfying word, honestly. That is one of the all-time great theme songs. That's one of the all-time great cartoon intros. Absolutely one of the all-time best. Eminently catchy. Just completely catchy, very singable, very quotable. Fun visuals. Which kind of benefit from not just being clips of the show. Like, the intro is, mostly original animation to specifically for the intro. Would have been very easy to just use clips from the show. A lot of cartoons did because it was an easy way of because it was cheap and easy. and still effective at showing people what to expect. So I have nothing against cartoons doing that, but yeah, this one does benefit from it being mostly original, like mostly specific to the intro, and it's just a great theme. Postmodern jukebox. Don't know if you've ever checked out the channel Postmodern Jukebox. They do sort of old style covers of, you know, popular music, popular songs. And by old style, I mean, like, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. You know, they'll do like a jazz cover of a song, or they'll do, you know, like style, like in the style of the Pointer Sisters, or, you know, just things like that. And they did a version of the Pinky and the Brain theme, which was really fun. The voice actors. I'm annoyed at myself for forgetting their names. Rob Paulson, yeah, Maurice LaMarche and Rob Paulson. They showed up as part of it. Posing as human bartenders as part of their latest plot. It was a really fun cover. And honestly, it's like, I remembered them on Animaniacs. I don't think I watched a whole lot of episodes of the actual series. I did watch them on Animaniacs. I loved their bits on Animaniacs. Their sections, their segments. So yeah, I loved Pinky and the Brain. Great show. Great characters, great intro.
Gee, Brain, what do you want to do today?
The same thing we do every day, Pinky. Endure Elmyra, then try to take over the world.
The situation's changed.
Never watched this one. Elmyra. Yeah, I remembered Elmyra from Amy. Was she the okay, I love you, bye-bye? No, I think that was Mandy. Or Mindy or something like that. Which one was Elmyra? Tiny Toon Adventures. That's right. Which is weird. It's just like, it's weird that like this character from Tiny Toon Adventures got a crossover series with these characters from Animaniacs. Weird. Voiced by Cree Summer, who is who's in a lot of stuff. Cree Summer's done a lot of voice acting. If you have watched a cartoon since 1988, you have heard Cree Summer. Her career started in 1983, But, like... Yeah. Over 100 characters between 1983 and 2006. Including Penny from Inspector Gadget. So, if you ever watch Inspector Gadget, you know that was Cree Summer. And yeah, just a shit ton of characters. She's a big one. She's a big, big name in voice acting. She's one of the big voice actors.
The Pinky and the Brain, no laboratory, alone in the rain. And someone's looking round for where they might be found. It's Stinky for Pinky and the Brain, 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 brain. Trapped inside a store, a girl ran in the door. She bought a discount turtle, but ended up with more. Now Pinky and the Brain share a new domain. It's what the network wants, why bother to complain? The earth remains a goal, some things they can't control. They're Pinky, Elmyra, and the Brain, brain, brain.
I deeply resent this.
Trolls! Mousies!
Still a fucking killer theme song. The theme song's still fucking... Variation on the theme song and it's still killer. Phenomenal job adapting the theme song, honestly. Just stellar way of adapting it. Loved that theme song. Alright, so we had a few disappointing ones in here, but we ended strong. We ended on some strong notes. So we'll finish this episode, or this part, we'll finish part 5 next time. So thanks for watching. And I'll see you in another video.